What is going on, everyone? We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are
HellaDepraved.
Alright, so we actually had quite a few people come into our last Faouzia reaction.
Yeah, I was surprised.
And quite a few things were requested from it.
I was pleased because she deserves it, but I was surprised.
And so I looked at all the other songs that she had put out from, I'm guessing it was an EP. And this was the one that had the most views out of the ones we haven't done yet.
Okay. Well, and for anybody wondering, we do plan on covering the whole EP. It's not that big of one. It's just not going to be one right after the other. So I know that there was a couple other titles that weren't this that I saw. So we'll get to those. We'll just do them in order of likes and so on and so forth.
Right. But we're super excited to check this out. Even with the last song, even though we didn't necessarily fully agree with
the sentiment,
it was still a good song.
Yeah, she's an amazing performer, so I'm here for it.
All right, so we're gonna react to this if you guys have already seen it. If not, by the way, there's no video because she is heavily
her
labeled.
Companies hate us. Yeah. Plus, it's a lyric video.
It's a lyric video, anyways. So we're going to react to this if you guys have already seen it. If not, click the link in the description below. Hop on over to all the things. Coming back from sex for commentary, reaction, breakdown, comedy channel. And what that means is we will pause for any and or all of the above. With that being said, it is time to slash it up and break it down. This is Faouzia with Anybody Else.
Next.
Say you love me. Are you lying? Break me just to fix me. Keep me holding on. When you're lonely, I come running. But anytime I need you, then you're gone, gone, gone. Yeah, you're gone, gone, gone. I wouldn't wish this love on anybody else. Wish that you were anybody else, then I'd be on my way.
God damn, her voice is beautiful.
You have been caught in a weird reverse friend zone.
I've been here. I've 100% been here.
As a guy.
But I wouldn't even, okay, in my experience, my personal experience feeling this way, I was not friend zoned. I was in a relationship with the person, and I mean, it's happened more than once. And honestly, I mean, I remember telling you that being lonely is far worse than being alone. Far worse.
Right.
And it's heartbreaking because you love the person, and while they say that they love you, they don't respect you. They're not there to support you. Like, it's all about them, you know, and you think because they come to you that you're that special someone and that they rely on you and they build you up in that capacity. But then if you need something, either they're gone or you're over dramatizing it, or you're, you know, I mean, so it's a very, very lonely, heartbreaking place to be. I appreciate that this is just the piano. I'm guessing that this is her. She plays beautifully. And just the way that she's singing this, I really love that mezzo voice. Like, I love that she dropped lower on that one note. It to me, it's just more emotional this way.
Now, I say that as, with me, in terms of the friend zone thing, this is what most guys do go through when in the friend zone. I have actually been also in a very similar situation as what she described, in an actual relationship with somebody, that you can sit right next to them and still feel like you're lonely.
Oh, absolutely. And I think anybody in the friend zone, girl or guy, ends up feeling like this, because the friend zone is an awkward place to be, because really it's almost like that confidant, like they use you as the confidant and then they don't really reciprocate. And obviously they don't reciprocate the romantic feelings. But like I said, it's a terrible place to be in an actual relationship because there's that false sense of love that's supposed to be there.
Then I'd be on my way. How could I be so dumb? I'd say run to anybody else. Easy when it's anybody else. So tell me why I stay. Can we go back to a time when you were just a stranger and my heart was strong? It's a cruel love, never ending. Looking here for something, but it's gone, gone, gone.
That head flip.
Yeah, it's gone, gone, gone. I wouldn't wish this love on anybody else. Wish that you were anybody else. Then I'd be on my way. How could I be so dumb? I'd say run to anybody else. Easy when it's anybody else. So tell me why I stay with you, with you. I stay with you, I wouldn't wish this love on anybody else. Wish that you were anybody else. Then I'd be on my way. How could I be so dumb? I'd say run to anybody else. Easy when it's anybody else. But I stay with you, with you. I stay.
Oh, she has such a gorgeous voice.
So I actually really like this song. Because I've been there.
Yeah. It's completely relatable.
Right. And it does suck because a lot of times in this situation when you're that person, the other person's emotionally and probably mentally already moved on. When
Or
you
just,
haven't.
well, in my case, preoccupied with themselves.
Right.
And I do mean that from like start to finish. Probably should have seen that as a red sign, like narcissistic level. But there are people out there that collect people so that they look like they're in a normal relationship and then are mentally only all about themselves. There are also people like you're talking about. They've moved on. And you're the one that's stuck wondering what happened.
Right.
Her runs are something special, and I think it is the Moroccan style of training that she has, the singing that she does, because even when she's not going into that kind of technique, she uses it. Right. So instead of constantly doing this really soft run that you hear a lot, she has more of a belting voice, so it stays strong the whole way through. And then when she does do the head flip or the softness, it makes more of an impression in her work. I don't know. I thought this was beautiful. And that whole line, how could I be so dumb, really hits home. Because I have said that to myself so many times in relationships.
I don't think it's being dumb, though.
No, I mean, like, when I look back on it and I can actually be objective about it and, you know, almost like that counselor, like, what would I say to anybody else, which she kind of is saying. It's not dumb. It's a hopefulness. It's being in love and wanting to do what I was trained to do to keep a proper relationship, and hoping that we can fix the problem, or hoping that it'll go back to probably not what it ever was, but what I saw it as. But I have said, like, how could I be so dumb? Like, here are the red flags. If it were anybody else, if my friends were in this position, I would have told them to run, and legit have done so. And yet here I am doing the exact same thing.
Not being able to live by your own advice.
Right. Because you get caught up. And I mean, it's 100% true. And so I relate to this strongly. This will go on a playlist for me, 100%. I'll listen to this over and over. Now, I'm not a teary person, but if I were, this probably would have made me tear up. Because again, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, but it's heartbreaking too, because I very strongly personally relate to this. So, yeah, gorgeous. Ugh.
All right.
She doesn't disappoint me. Sometimes the lyrics don't apply to me. Sometimes, I'm just not really in the moment in terms of the emotion she's projecting, because I haven't been there. But, she doesn't let me down with the beauty or the style or her voice or techniques. It's just, there's tracks like this that I'm like, ugh, and this is why I really like her.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys like the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below, what did you think of Faouzia with anybody else? Also, comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
We love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you depraved people later.